And welcome back to the second part of my tutorial. So I'm going to exit out, and what I want to do is see where we have the initialize. I want to actually attach my database, this um, Excel file. So inside your code view, you should be able to see the initialize where we have public form. So right underneath here, let's grab hold of this variable here. You see this one, grab that, paste that right underneath here. Now I'm going to say is equals system dot io, input and output io dot path and combine, and the path I'm going to say app domain dot the current location, the current domain dot the base directory, comma, and what is the file name? If you guys can still remember, it's called loan right there. So it's going to be loan dot xls xlsx. That is the file extension. Close that up and enter semicolon. Alright, so I've officially attached the file straight onto my system here. So let me run it. If there's no error, that means the file is officially attached. There we go. It is officially attached. Now, one other thing I'm going to do now is, you see, I want the title. Let me show you guys the title. Open up my Excel again. Where this all of this title in here, I want it displayed. So maybe copy that. I want it displayed on my the list box. So I'm going to exit out. Come right here. So let's go to form load. Double click on the form. See where we have form load. Okay. I'm now going to call my file, that is lst loan dot items dot add. And what am I adding? I'm actually adding, remember I copied that from my system. I'm actually adding all of this. So it's going to give you an error that way. So let's do this. Put them in a quote. Come right there, put the other one in a quote. And I will then separate it. So let's separate it with a tab. Okay, backspace, backspace. Look at this. Just bring that in here and just delete this one here. Okay, yeah. Alright. Now, this one backspace here, I think I should repeat the same thing for the rest. I can just copy this, just paste it individually. Next one, and the next one here. There's interest rate, monthly payment. There we go. So this should officially be displayed on my system. So let's run it and see. It should display on the list. There we go. You see the list box there. Okay, that's fine. That is taken care of. Alright. The next thing now is I want to make sure I'm able to display all of the data here. First of all, let's correct this. That should have been loan calculator. Right, that's fine. Okay, I want to be able to display all of the data that I have in here. I want to be able to display them inside this list box. So I'm going to double click on display. Okay, right in there, I will first of all use try hash. And the hash statement, let me put that right underneath here. Let's say hash, and the hash statement, I just call that. Let's just use a general one. Message box dot show error. That is going to be system error generated. Let's just say system dot message. We'll change that. Okay, so this should have been inside an exception. So let's just come in and just say exception EX. All right, so that should be taken care of now. All right, that's fine. Now, the that should be able to undo whatever error that I might run into. But you see, try. We'll get the system to do as follows first. Okay, let's say Excel. Excel app, that is going to be equals new Excel dot application. Now, workbook, and that is going to be equals Excel app dot workbook dot open. And what are you opening? We're actually opening this very part. So I'm going to accept that. Do I really need it true? Let's leave that. Now, what about the workbook? I want the whole workbook to start from number one, worksheet one. So let's say worksheets, and it's going to be Excel worksheet one. Let me accept this and just change things around. So I'm going to say Excel, and put up a bracket there, paste. That will be Excel dot worksheets. Close the bracket, and it's going to be workbook dot worksheet one. Workbook dot worksheet number one. Okay, and let's correct that, get rid of that. Alright, so the next thing is I'm going to then get Excel to give me the following range. So let's say, and that's going to be Excel dot range equals range Excel worksheet dot use range. But before the whole data is displayed, I'm going to do one thing. Let's say LST. Okay, let's just clear that for now. So I clear it first, then add the following. Right, so let's go in and just copy that. I guess you guys can still remember that. So I'm adding all of that on here to make sure the title is there. Remember, here is cleared. Now I'm adding the title again. So let's run it and see for now. If I dare click on display, you will see the title still there. But let's assume I did not add this. check this out. When I click on display, you will not see the title. See that? So that is why I added that. So exit out and enable this. Okay, let's use a for loop. So come right down here. Might as well just arrange this properly so that you guys can see it. Yeah, now I think that'll do. I'll just bring it down. Okay. Now I'm going to use the for loop for first of all declare variable. I'll call that role, and that role is going to start from 2, and role is going to be less than and equals to range dot role. So let me just accept that, and let's put a count in here so that the system knows what's meant to do. Dot count. Okay, now come down here. So I'm now going to first of all take my very first member, and that's supposed to be name. Name equals convert dot to string. Let's grab string, and that is going to be range dot cells. The role is from 1. Close that as Excel dot range dot value. Okay, so the value is going to be 2 really. So let's say put value 2. I'm just going to copy this and repeat the same thing for the address. And in the case of address, just enter address in here. So this is going to be 1 and this is 2. Right, so that's taken care of. And then need to pass the other value. So let's come right down here and just, I'm going to say double loan amount. Loan amount. That's the first one. And that is then going to be double dot price. That's going to be also, let's get it convert. Might as well just copy all of these and just dump it in there. Okay, so in that case, this is going to be rule 3. The range, and out here I'm just going to enter comma out, and that is going to be loan amount. Accept that. That's taken care of. I might as well just copy this and use it for the others. The next one is going to be year. So let's change this to year. Year of the loan payment. Okay, that is that, and this will be 4. Then we have 5 interest rates. Now I'm going to change that to interest rates. and here will be interest rate as well. And this is 5. We have 6. Do that. Paste. 6 will be monthly payments. I will have monthly payments here as well. 6 and 7 total payments. Total payment here. All right. Now, we now want the system to load up as follows. So I'm just going to grab hold of all of these again and come right underneath here. Paste. Add the following. Okay, so let's put it in the dollar sign. And what I want you to add is as follows. Name. Okay. Then I'm going to add address. Yeah, that is fine. Do the same thing for amount and so on. Okay, that is it done. Right. So see here is sometimes a reserve word. Let me add an S to that. Let's call it years. And change this to years as well. I think that is that done. I'm going to run it. Let's save and run. Run. Okay, and we then click on once the system. Okay, click on display. Let's see, look at that. Okay, that is the data that I have in here. Check that out, guys. You see that? It's now displayed on the system. But one thing is missing, that is the pound sign. It's missing in 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's close that. And the arrangement as well needs to be. I need to take care of the tab controls. So let's take care of this. I'm going to close this. So let's go come in here. I'm going to add a pound sign here. Yeah, and monthly pound sign as well. Okay, so let's put this the next line so that you guys can see it. I'll do that, that's not enough. Put it here. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to run it now. I just want to see how it's going to look like. Alright, let's click on this once it's ready. Let's see, there we go. Look at the pound sign there. Okay, so I just need to take care of the indentation. That's brilliant. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do now is to take care of this calculator. So when you enter your details in there, I want you to add it all up, and I need this as well. Display is working, and delete. So let's come right here, double click on calculate. You just need 1, 2, and 3. Double click on this. Now I'm going to use try cache again. Try cache, and just copy this cache statement, dump it right there. Okay, now the first one is the interest rate. So let's work out the interest rate. Copy that and paste that right in here. Interest rate, that's gonna be equals, let's get it converted. So I'm going to use convert dot to double. Whatever we have inside txt interest rate, and let's divide by 100, and then divide it again by 12. That takes care of my interest rate. We also need to take care of number of years. Number of years. That's going to be equals all of these. And in here, this is going to be txt number of years. Txt number of years multiply by 12. Txt number of years. Okay. Multiply that by 12. Then amount. Loan amount. Loan amount equals txt loan amount dot text, and that's it. Okay, now let's take care of the monthly payment. In case of the monthly payment, I'm going to need some variables, some functions to take care of the PMT loan calculation function. So right here, let me first of all include the loan calculation function here, right underneath here. That is the function that you will use to calculate the loan itself. So underneath here now, let's say monthly payment, that is going to be equals financial. That's the function that I have there, financial dot pmt, and that's going to be the first one. Is going to be first argument is interest rate, then years of, number of years, comma, amount of loan. This one. There we go. Then what about the total? For the total payment, and that's going to be equals monthly payment multiplied by number of years. Number of years. I think that is that now. Let's see, multiply by number of years. Okay, next, LBL, monthly payments, the text, and that's going to be equals monthly payment dot convert to string. Okay, that's taken care of. Like C2, enter pound sign and repeat exactly the same thing for the other ones. So I can just copy this, come back in here. LBL total payments. Yeah, accept that. That is fine. And now focus on to change this to pound sign as well. Amount of payment here. Dot text, that's gonna be equals double dot pass, and that's gonna be amount dot to string dot to string. Accept all of that and just change this dot to string and add a pound sign. There we go. I think that should take care of my calculation. Okay, so let's try this out. We'll first of all change this as for the LVL. This label is causing trouble. Yeah, that's just an ordinary label to get rid of all of that. So I don't make that mistake anymore. Okay, that's fine. Back in here now. Yeah, so it's fine. So I'm going to run it. Okay, let's run it and see. Enter a name there. It says Peter Parker. Address John Lane. Amount of loan and number of years for payment. Let's make it about 10 years. Rate, let's say 0.2. And here, I click complete. There we go. Look at that. All right, so that is fine. Apart from we need to add more room here. Okay, that's fine. So all I then need to do is to be able to click on these and display all of the information. So first of all, let's come in here and take care of this first. Or just reduce the font size. No, take care of it. Something like that. And just maybe move this back a little bit. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'm going to take care of this add data now. But let's see, I noticed something here. You see my variable monthly. That should have been monthly. It should have been with Y there. So I will have an error in some other ones here now. So let me just correct those ones first. Let's see the first one. Monthly. There we go. That's correct. That's correct. Yeah, correct all of these ones. All right, try it one more time. Let's just enter value in there. There we go. That's fine. Exit. Yeah. Now double click on this and I'll just speed that up. There we go. That is to add. Okay. Add details to the loan itself. So take a good look at it, guys. Just want to speed this up. Look at that. Right. That is to add the value straight onto the spreadsheet itself. Take it from the top again and come right down, down, there. Okay, that is done. So I'm going to try that out now. Run. So let's add some data in there. But before then, let's open up this workbook. I think that is the right one. Yeah, that's it. Open it up. Let's read only. Okay. Let's go back in here. It's read only because it's already here. So let me exit out first. And now go back in here. Double click on it. I think it's open somewhere. Close. Okay, I think it's giving me that problem of read only because it wasn't finalized. Okay, I've actually finalized it here. So I can always just copy this. Okay. And I'm going to paste that right underneath here. Hold on there. That should be underneath display. So let's come in here and just double click on display. Okay, good. Right underneath here. Okay. Place that lines of code there. So that should finalize the closure. Okay. Workbook close and quit. So I'm going to save that. Run. The display opens it up immediately. Once I click on that, there we go. There. So one other thing I'm going to do now is to actually load it up. So let's call display. This is display right here. I'm going to call that display inside form load. Double click on form load and let's break this into two so that you can see it. Paste that in here and just get rid of all of these. Get rid of the sender. So when I run it now, instead of clicking on display, the form should load up the Excel database immediately. Okay, you see that? I did not click on this, just load that up for me. Alright, so what is left is for us to take care of this. We've already taken care of this, but let's see if we can add another data. So that is the reason why I wanted to open this up. Okay, it's read only for now. Okay, there, look at that. So we have it up to Captain Allen right there. So I can close this now. Alright, let's add new data in there. Okay, let's add new data in there just to try this out. Let's say selling more address 14 Little Venice. amount of loan and interest rates. Add that up and let's add it to the spreadsheet. There we go, and let's click on display. There we go, look at it. It's already displayed right in there. Okay, and if I click on the file, first of all I have to exit out, I believe, else I might. Yeah, let's exit out and check. Let's click on this. There we go, look at Ellen Wymont right there. Okay, look at that. Alright, so that is working as we want. So what I want to then show to you guys is that is going to be for the delete. And look at the lines of code for the delete. I had to speed this up because of time. So take it from the top here, try and bring it right down. And there's a function there as well. So have a look at it. And below it is the function. That's the function. You need this function to delete individual data. Now I'll show you how that works now. And this is where I call the function. Okay, so come right down. Alright, and that's it, done. So that's the last function that is left to delete. Have a good look at it again. You can always pause your system to just type it out yourself. There we go. There, guys. So I'm going to run it now and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so if I select, or let's say if I click on reset, everything is gone. Hit on display, that should display it all. Let's say if I want to delete an item, let's click on this, delete a record. Has it gone? And it's telling me record is successfully deleted. Okay, and that's all there is, guys. So I'm going to call it the end of this brilliant tutorial. Suppose you guys enjoy it, and you should be able to see the Excel workbook. There's a link on the system for you guys to download the Excel workbook for free and follow the tutorial along. And as for channel members, you guys know what to do. Just click on the link and the code is yours for channel members. Thanks for watching, guys. You all have a nice day now. Bye for now.